Hey guys, Meridianite here, and welcome to today's episode of It's Lit, Terrari. Today we're going to be talking about Antimetabole and Chiasmus. These are two different literary terms that are very closely related, and we're going to see how that happens. And I just elbowed the wall, and we're going to see how that happens and how they're intermingled. So antimetabole is the repetition of words in successive clauses, but in reverse order. So what does that mean? Let's give an example. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits is a great example of an antimetabole. You're taking two subjects from the first part of the sentence and you're repeating them in the second part, but reversing the order in which they are stated. Let's look at another example. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Now, of course, why you're here in the first place, our hip-hop example today is, I can't acid rap, but I can rap on acid from Eminem's Kill You. Now, chiasmus is very similar to antimetabole in that it is also an inverted parallelism. Chiasmus is the demonstration of a crisscross structural relationship between two or more parallel clauses. But unlike antimetabole, the words within the clauses don't have to be exactly the same, so it's just kind of broader. Here's an example. He knowingly led and we followed blindly. He knowingly led and we followed blindly. So you've got the subject, the adverb, the verb, the conjunction, the subject, the verb, and then the adverb. So you're switching the verb and the adverb in the sentence. They're just not the same words this time. Great example in hip-hop, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind, from Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice. Now the problem, of course, with this example is that it's also an example of antimetabole. So how could we alter this example so that it's purely an example of chiasmus and not antimetabole as well? Well, you just change the words. You could do this simply by saying laid back with my mind on my money and my change on my brain, or my mind on my money and my cash on my back, which makes more sense in the context of today's SoundCloud rappers with the Gucci cases, and Jake Paul. You can get more complex with your alterations though, and if you guys have some ideas, I'd love to see them down in the comments below. Or if you guys can think of any examples, whether they be in song lyrics, literature, or just ones you're making up off the top of your head, I'd love to read them. If you have a family member, friend, colleague, grandma, dog, who's struggling with their English class, or just fascinated by the functional aspects of the English language in general, please share this video with that friend. And if you don't know anybody but you found it helpful, share it with anybody. It's important to me that how we educate and where we do it just keeps on changing. That's why I think YouTube is so beautiful. Love you guys, and I will see you later.